Hello everyone, welcome back to my 30 days Python learning challenge. Today is day 18 and we are going to talk about object oriented program, also called OOPS concept. OOP might be sound complicated at first, but don't worry, I'm going to explain it with a very simple real world example. First, so what exactly is object oriented programming? OOP is a way of organizing our code using objects and classes. Think about a real world example. A student has a name, an age, and a course. A student can also perform actions like studying. We can represent this same idea in Python using a class and an object. Let's create our first class. In Python, we use the class keyword to create a class. Here, student is our class name. And you can think of a class as a blueprint, just like a building blueprint tells us how a building should be created. A class defines what our projects should contain and what they can do. Now let's create an object from our student class. Here, student1 is an object of the student class. So remember, class is a blueprint and object is the actual thing created from that blueprint. Now our student needs some information. We can give our objects attributes like name and age. Here, name and age are attributes of our object. But there is a better way to create these attributes using init. So, init is a special method that runs automatically when we create an object. We can use it to initialize our idea and object's data. When we create student1, we pass the name and age. The init method stores those values inside that object. And what is this self? Self refers to the current object. So self.name means the name belonging to the particular object. And objects can contain not only data but also actions. These actions are called methods. Here, introduce is a method. It is an action that our student object can perform. We call the method using student1 dot introduce. And the real power of classes is that we can create multiple objects from the same class. Both objects use the same student blueprint, but they contain different data. Student 1 has Raji information and student 2 has John's information here. Now, before we finish, let's quickly understand the four important concepts or pillars of OOP. First is encapsulation, keeping the data and methods together inside a class. And second is inheritance, allowing one class to reuse features from other class. And third is polymorphism, allowing the same method or interface to behave differently in different situations. And fourth is abstraction, hiding unnecessary implementation details and exposing only what is needed. We'll explore this concept in more detail in our upcoming videos. And here is our day 18 challenge. Create a car class with a brand and model and method called display info that prints the car brand and model. Then create two different car objects and call the method for both. So that's our day 18 introducing to object oriented programming. Today we learned what OOP is, what classes and objects are, attributes, methods and init method, and how to create multiple objects from the same class. We also got a quick introduction to the four pillars of OOP. If you are following my 30 days Python learning challenge, don't forget to like, subscribe and join me for day 19. Happy coding!